Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and today we're going to be discussing whether or not the bottom for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is behind us, whether or not we are done with the bear market for the early part of 2018, and that the bull market will be forming here in quarter 2 of 2018 and on into the rest of the year, or if the bottom is actually ahead of us, and we're going to be seeing that coming up in the next couple of weeks and months. We're going to be discussing all of that and more in today's video, but if you enjoyed today's video, you should definitely think about dropping a like and leaving a subscription. Dropping a like and subscribing, I should say, because I make a lot of cryptocurrency videos, guys. So let's get right into it. Bitcoin is currently trading around $8,250. We bounced up right from a little below $7,000 a couple weeks ago, a little over a week ago, up above $8,000, and we've been trading right around $8,000 for the past week or so. We'll be looking at, more at that on the chart in just a second. Bitcoin is only up 2.2% in the last 24 hours. A lot of the altcoins are doing significantly better. Bitcoin Cash is up 13%. Litecoin's up 4%. A lot of these coins were up quite a bit more about 2-3 hours ago. A lot of coins are jumping like Bitcoin Diamond. A lot of coins like Eternity, Loopring, Augur, a lot of coins are doing pretty well today. The market is overall very green. The market capitalization of Bitcoin is $140 billion, but the market capitalization of the altcoins is actually rising faster than the market capitalization of Bitcoin. We can see this in the Bitcoin dominance chart. The Bitcoin dominance is back below 40%, which is interesting because when we were in the bear market, and I think this is kind of indicating the turnaround from the bear market into a bull market, when we were in the bear market, a lot of the valuation of cryptocurrency was moving from the altcoins back into Bitcoin because a lot of people wanted to have their money in something a lot more safe like Bitcoin rather than have it in the altcoins. And as bull markets begin to form, a lot of that valuation can continue to move back into the altcoins where people start taking more speculative trades. They start putting their money back into more higher risk but yet higher return coins and projects. So that's, I think, what we're seeing here. I think we're seeing that the bull market is forming and that a lot of people are starting to believe that it is. So a lot of the valuation is moving from Bitcoin back into the altcoins so that they can get higher returns in some of these lower cap altcoins than they can in the big dog, which is, of course, Bitcoin. Which isn't necessarily that's not a terrible line of reasoning. Of course, a lot of these altcoins have a smaller market capitalization down here in the single-digit billions or down here in the hundreds of millions, which is by no means a small amount of money, but it's easier for a coin that's worth $1.5 billion like Omise Go to double than it is for Bitcoin to double. With Bitcoin, you'd have to add $140 billion in market capitalization. With Omise Go, you'd only have to add $1.5 billion in market capitalization to actually double your return. So it's easier. So the lower the cap of the altcoins, the higher the volatility potential that they have. That's an important thing to keep in mind when you're trading. That's a very important thing to keep in mind when you're trading. All right, the market capitalization is just over $350 billion. That's $100 billion up from the bottom. We bottomed out right around $250 billion. We had a double bottom at $276 billion. As you can see, we had a bottom here and a bottom here. Those both go down to about $276 billion. And then we had a nice little kind of a bottoming here at $250 billion. We held pretty strong here at $250 billion. And the market capitalization of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a whole is continuing to grow. All right, let's go on the chart. Bitcoin, as we know, had a giant little spike a little while ago. We had this very, very nice big green candlestick that we were all very happy to see because things were not looking good back here. As you can see, we were below the long-term uptrend, which I've defined in basically every single video I do, so we're not going to do that today. But we were below this long-term uptrend, and we finally bounced up above it. And ever since then, we've just been trading right around here, around this $8,000 range. We haven't managed to get far above it, and we haven't really gone far below it. We're kind of just still sitting here waiting to see what the market's going to decide that we're going to do. We're still trying to decide whether or not the market is actually going to start a bull run or if we're going to drop further below. So, guys, we are in kind of a relatively a dangerous situation here because the market could go one of two ways. It could go bullish, it could go bearish. We really haven't decided yet. There's not a lot of technical analysis that we can do here since we're just trading sideways. There's not a whole lot here that we can do. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Let's come out here to 4 hours so we can see the entirety of the bear market. As we know, Bitcoin topped out right around $19,500 or $20,000, and from there we had a bear market that brought us all the way back down to $6,000. That is a 70% retracement. From there, we got a little bounce up here to about $12,000. That was a 100% return, and then we fell all the way back down to about 65%, which was another 50%-ish, about 45% retracement from this new high. So we've had a lot of downside here in this bear market in the beginning of 2018. This is one of the... Well, not one of, actually, since since the beginning of 2013, there may have been some more larger percentage moves before then, but since the beginning of 2013, this is the most severe, quickest bear market that we have ever seen in Bitcoin. Bitcoin has never retraced 70% in the span of 2.5 months. It has never done that. It has retraced more than 70% in the past, but has never done it that quickly. Now, the great bear market of early 2014, as we can see over here, we retraced right around 80 to 83%, depending on what exchange you're looking at, depending on where you put the start and stops at. We retraced about 83%, but that took us over a year. In Bitcoin, we retraced 70%, which is at least comparable to 83%, in the span of 2 months. So, guys, we had a very, 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 very bad bear market, rather, which kind of emphasizes how far overextended we were up here at 20,000. If you go back to the very first video I ever posted on this channel, I posted it back over here, and I was talking about how we were overextended at 8,000. And as we continued running up here, I was like, guys, this is getting a little insane. We need to come back down. This is going too far. And I knew when we were going in this bull market that the bear market following it was going to be bad. And the reason I knew that was because we had gone so far up so quickly, and we had no support for it, and we just didn't have the adoption to back it up yet. We will in the future, but we didn't yet. There was a lot of hype, and this was all way more speculative than Bitcoin normally is, so that's why we had the big bear market. So, is the bottom behind us? Guys, I think the bottom is behind us. I'm going to put my cards on the table right off the bat. I think the bottom is behind us. I think this $6,000 level back here at February the 6th is the bottom. I have thought that for basically ever since I saw this, because we fell straight off a cliff here. We dropped from $12,000, or yes, $12,000 down here to $6,000 in the span of about a week and a half. I remember this. This was sad because it was looking like Bitcoin was just dying, which of course it didn't, and we all knew it wasn't going to, but it certainly wasn't fun to see. I do think the bottom is behind us, and the reason I think the bottom is behind us is because we've had all of this price action around here, and we had a chance to go back below it, but we managed to hold on this long-term uptrend, even though we broke it and we were below it for about a week. We did still manage to stay above it. That's a very important technical indicator. And also, the other thing is that just about everything that could have gone wrong in this bear market has already gone wrong. Everything short of a 51% attack on the Bitcoin network has gone wrong. Just about everything has gone wrong. You had the downfall of BitConnect, which was a really, really bad thing for the news. I mean, that just killed a lot of enthusiasm in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And it disenfranchised a lot of newer investors, as if the bear market that was taking all their money wasn't already doing that. A lot of people with weak hands have already gotten out. That's another thing to keep in mind, is that a lot of the weak hands have already gotten out of the market. A lot of people that were going to sell low have already sold low, and they've already exited, or they might be buying back now. And the other thing is, a lot of the bad news that could have happened has already happened. We've already had Google and Facebook and Twitter ban crypto ads. That was a big thing. We've already had a lot of regulation happen that isn't necessarily a good thing. We do have a lot of bullish news coming in, like Lightning Network is coming. We have a lot of other bullish news, of course. I really do think that just about everything that can go wrong, and I shouldn't say this because I'm going to jinx the market, although I wish I had that kind of potential to move the market. Wouldn't that be nice? I think just about everything that could have gone wrong here in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies has probably gone wrong, and we do see a lot of really good things coming up on the horizon with all kinds of new technologies and layer 2 solutions on the Bitcoin network and on other networks as well. We see a lot of new technologies coming up in the altcoin space. We have a lot of really cool projects up and coming, and I think 2018 is going to be a good year for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. That's going to be my 2 cents on this. I'm going to say one more thing before we end the video, and I don't ever promote Hashflare on this channel because I don't like attaching my name to some website, but I figured I would give you guys this news. Hashflare has currently lowered their mining prices from $120 a terahash to $60 a terahash, so that's 50% off. And there's also a promo code here for another 25% off. So at the height of the bull market, 1 terahash of mining power on Hashflare here was like $2.40, and right now it's like 40 cents. So guys, if you want to buy cheap mining power so you can have it into the rest of the year, I mean, now's the time to do it. I'm not necessarily promoting Hashflare, although there is an affiliate link in the description. That affiliate link does help the channel if you want to use that. Full transparency, I'm not going to try and tell you guys it's not an affiliate link. It is most certainly an affiliate link. But I'm not going to be promoting Hashflare a whole lot on this channel. I might mention it every once in a while, but I just wanted to give you guys that heads up. If you are interested in purchasing mining power, Hashflare is really the only cloud mining website that I would trust right now, and I'm not necessarily saying I trust them 100%. So guys, do your own research before you invest, but if you want to, that is definitely an option for you if you want to make some money and lock in some, well, not profits, but if you want to put some money in here so that you have really, really, really cheap mining contracts for when Bitcoin does go back to the moon. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching, and I also want to say something, and that is that I absolutely love reading your comments. Some of you guys leave the best comments, so go ahead and drop a comment down there. You can flame me, you can thank me, you can do whatever you want. I don't really care what you do. I just love reading your comments. So, guys, I want to thank every one of you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.